Look at a candle flame right now. It's doing something to you. Your pupils are dilating slightly. Your heart rate is dropping. Your brain is releasing chemicals it only produces in one other situation: deep social bonding. You didn't choose that response. You couldn't stop it if you tried. And the reason it's happening has nothing to do with warmth, and everything to do with what fire actually is. Not a tool, not a technology, a drug, one your ancestors engineered into the center of human civilization 400,000 years before anyone understood why it worked. Let's start with what everyone gets wrong. The standard story is simple. Early humans discovered fire, used it to cook food. Cook food grew bigger brains. Bigger brains built civilization. That story isn't wrong. It's just incomplete in a way that changes everything. Because in 2023, a team of researchers published findings that reframed the entire relationship between humans and fire. The question they were asking wasn't how humans used fire. It was why, across every culture on Earth, separated by oceans and mountain ranges and tens of thousands of years, humans all did exactly the same thing with it. They sat around it, at night, together, doing nothing practical, just watching it burn. That behavior doesn't show up in any other species. Chimpanzees, our closest relatives, have been observed tolerating fire in controlled settings. They won't run from it, but they don't sit with it. They don't gather around it. They don't stare into it for hours. Only humans do that. And the 2023 research finally explained why. Fire produces a specific flicker frequency, between 8 and 12 cycles per second, the same frequency range as human alpha brainwaves, the neural pattern your brain produces during calm, focused attention. When you watch firelight, your brain doesn't just observe it, it synchronizes with it. The visual cortex begins matching the flicker pattern. Alpha wave production increases. Cortisol, the primary stress hormone, drops measurably. Blood pressure follows. And then the brain does something extraordinary. It begins releasing endorphins, the same neurochemical system activated by laughter, music, and physical touch. Fire wasn't just heating your ancestors' shelters, it was chemically medicating them every single night. But here's where it gets genuinely strange. This response isn't learned. It isn't cultural. Infants show measurable physiological calming responses to firelight before they can walk or speak. Adults who have never seen open fire in their lives show the same brainwave synchronization on first exposure. The response is hardwired, written into human neurology at a level so deep that 400,000 years of architectural progress, electric lighting, and central heating hasn't touched it. Your nervous system still thinks it's sitting around a campfire on the African savannah. And every night, without a flame in sight, it's quietly waiting for one. Now here's what most documentaries skip entirely. The chemical effect of firelight isn't uniform. It intensifies with one specific variable: other people. Researchers measuring endorphin release in individuals watching fire alone versus watching fire in a group found something that should have been obvious in retrospect, but stunned the field anyway. Group firelight produced endorphin responses 30 to 40% higher than solitary firelight. The neurochemical reward your brain assigns to fire isn't just about the fire. It's about the fire plus the people around it. Your brain learned, over hundreds of thousands of years, to treat that specific combination as the single safest signal in existence. Warmth, light, known faces, nowhere to run from, nothing hunting you in this exact moment. That signal became so deeply encoded that modern humans still feel it. It's why candles make dinner feel different from overhead lighting. Why campfire gatherings feel categorically unlike any indoor social event. Why every culture on Earth, without exception, built ceremony around open flame. The neurology wasn't following the culture. The culture was following the neurology. And then your ancestors did something with this that modern scientists are only beginning to fully understand. They weaponized it. Anthropologist Polly Wiesner's research among the Jew/Huansi Bushmen documented something precise about fire's social function. Daytime conversation was logistics, hunting plans, resource allocation, practical problem solving. Nighttime conversation around fire was almost entirely stories, not casual stories. Structured narratives with characters, conflict, consequence. The kind that required a listener to hold multiple competing ideas in mind simultaneously and update their model of the world based on the outcome. Wiesner's data showed that firelight extended social activity by an average of 3 to 4 hours beyond sunset. 3 to 4 hours every single night for hundreds of thousands of years of humans doing